Hi everyone, I'm Bree Costello. I'm from Pierce, South Dakota. I'm a super senior at USD, and my major is in English education, and my minor is in library and media through BHSU. I'm taking this course, one, because it's a requirement for my minor, and two, because I need to learn more about how to help children become readers and avid readers, and I think reading's important. I was very impressed by this class's book, required textbook. I thought that the author was a great writer and had very insightful knowledge. So, yeah, I thought this course was excellent. I would describe myself as an avid reader. I try to read a book about once a week, like a novel, but sometimes I don't get to it. This summer's been extremely busy, but I've read a lot of adolescent books, and I kind of focused in. I did a lot of different cultural adolescence books, which was cool, and I need to become more familiar with adolescent books. So I wasn't too disappointed that I didn't get to read all my personal reading list books this summer, but I still have time. My favorite book is a book called The Moonflower Vine by Jetta Carlson. She wrote this, I believe, in the 60s. I think it was published in the 60s as well. Her and her husband were both publishers in Santa Fe. It's her only book, and it's similar to Kill a Mockingbird, but instead of a child's perspective, it's more of like an adult perspective after childhood. So, like, Scout grew up a little bit. It might be Maddie, the character in Moonflower Vine, but this book is beautiful. It's about a family in the Ozarks in Missouri, and each chapter focuses in on one character and their life and their choices they made during certain parts of their life and how it affects other members in their family. It's just beautiful. Moonflower, it's named after a moonflower, which is a flower that vines and it only opens up at night. There's a really great scene with that. My favorite author right now, it's hard to pick your favorite author. I think it's like, what's your favorite band? And you kind of freeze up a little bit. But my favorite author right now is, I think, Tom Robbins. He wrote Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, Jitterbug Perfume, and this summer I read Fierce Invalids from Hot Climates. His language is incredibly metaphoric and bright and colorful and dark kind of and hilarious, and he just gives this really fresh voice, and so I've been kind of reading him a lot lately. I describe his words as like cutting into butter, just like it's amazing, and it kind of feels good, and you don't know why you keep going, but you just keep reading his books, and he's great. So if you haven't read or heard of Tom Robbins, you should take a look at his stuff. How do you get children to read? I think you get children to read as you introduce them to a book that they're going to love. I think you need to hold their interest extremely close so that they don't put that book down and they never get back to it. I've put down hundreds of books, and I don't think anything's wrong with putting down a book. I just think it's it's more important to find a book that you like versus reading it, and because it becomes work, Okay, so I think that you need to, show a child a really interesting, great book, and then I think you need to help that child, and talk through what that book meant to them on critical levels. I think reading shapes who you are and helps you with social and economical and, any type of environment throughout your whole entire life. And so I think that's important. I also think it's important to provide children a really healthy and warm space to read especially at school. Lots of time. I remember being so cold at school and tired, and it was extremely hard to read because I was so aware of my surroundings that I couldn't really give myself up to the book. So I think you need to provide a nice warm space for children to read so they can become completely consumed by the book. I also think that you need to help students. I also think you need to guide students through the book and, also let them do their thing too, because kids are extremely independent. You just need to believe in that. So I think how you get kids to read is you just help them become, really great readers, and you need to get them a really great book and let them do their thing. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I work as a baker at Cafe Brulee here in Vermilion. Their co-company is Cakes by Monica, and she does wedding cakes. I've also worked at a flower shop and have done wedding flowers, so I've learned and loved the wedding business. And then one of my hobbies is I like to garden. I run the Vermilion Community Garden here in town, and we have about 45 members, and we're all organic, and everything looks really great, and it's also self-sustainable and nonprofit. So we're working on getting that to be a vital part of the community and to have the city recognize that it's a vital part of the community. I grew up in Pierre, South Dakota. I was born in Grand Island, Nebraska, and moved to Pierre when I was 4. I have 2 brothers. Mark is my little brother, and he's a electrician. And my older brother, Jim, is a data collector, and he graduated from BH, actually. So I think that's about it, and I'm sayonara and peace.